So to start off, my plaster sink came from the London Potters Guild. When they moved into the London Clay Art Centre, they didn't have a need for it for reclaiming clay. They were going to be using a lot more clay on a regular basis with classes, etc. So it was given to me, and it's been a godsend. So this bucket that I'm scooping out of sits beside my wheel, and as I'm throwing, the slip on my hands, pieces of pots that the rims that I've cut off, or even pots that haven't worked that they just don't throw and piss me off. They just go into the bucket. So here I'm just kind of scooping the majority out because it's pretty full and heavy, so I can't just pick the whole thing up. So I'm trying to get as many big lumps of clay out as I can. And then here I decided to just go straight in with my hands because, you know, if you're not dirty, you're not having fun. It's my theory on life. So I'm reaching right down to the bottom. I'm peeling all of the stuff that's really settled in the bottom. So these huge lumps went into the sink, and I broke them apart with my hands after the video was done, actually, just to kind of break them up. And this is a good one. Oops. I wore a little bit of that. If you watch my shirt through this whole process, it gets dirtier and dirtier. It was at the point where it was absolutely filthy by the end of it. But again, if you're not dirty, you're not having fun. It's my whole theory on life. So I get most of the big lumps out. So what will happen is the plaster sucks all of the moisture basically out of the clay. So I'll do another video and a reply to this one as well, and just show you what happens after it's been sitting for a few days. And I can literally just peel the clay out of it. So there's an awful lot of water in that bucket. It's going to take a little while. Depends on how often I fire my kiln in my studio and how warm the studio gets, as to how quickly that clay will dry out. But because the plaster is so thick, the sink is so thick, it does wick the water away pretty quickly. So here I am just scooping all the bits out of the bottom. And that's about it.